Hey guys, it's Jill. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. So today, I'm feeling all festive in my red and white candy cane-esque sweater. And as we are nearing 2020, which, whew, what a year it has been, I was kind of sitting down wanting to go over some 2021 goals of mine, things I want to accomplish. And then it dawned on me that I did a video for my 2020 goals and I wanted to blind react to that video. So I haven't seen this video since I uploaded it basically, which was it was uploaded on December 24th, 2019. So it's been a year since this has gone up, or almost a year, and I haven't seen it since. So I have no idea what I really said, and I want to go over things I accomplished, things I did not, and I'm gonna blind react to see what it was that I said that I wanted to accomplish. So I think at this point I didn't, was I knowing that I was gonna move? I'm not sure, but we're gonna go ahead and watch the video. So let's get to it. Number one is, y'all, weight. So if you guys have been with me for a really long time, you know, so my goal for 2020 is to lose 80 pounds. And with that also to conquer my eating disorder. So I stop this constant up and down, up and down, up and down. So no, I did not lose 80 pounds. And as I'm looking at myself in this video, I know for a fact that I weigh more now than I did then. I also added that I wanted to conquer my eating disorder, which I have been really working hard at this year. So while I did not lose the 80 pounds that I wanted to lose this year, and on top of that, I am bigger now than I was last year, I am working on the eating disorder part of that. And if you guys want to know more about that, go follow my weight loss channel because I talk more about my weight over there. So let's get into number two. So that leads me to number two, which is fitness. I want to build myself to working out 5 days a week, 3 of those days being cardio, 2 of those days being lifting. For this one, I did get to that point, and then I was thrown for a loop, which I really wasn't thrown for a loop because it was something that I needed to get done. I was just putting off for years, which was me going to have surgery done. And then I found out I had cancer in that area. They think that they got it all out, but I'm going to have a hysterectomy. So all of this surgery has kind of put a damper in that. I won't say that I was doing the whole 2 days of weightlifting, but I worked out for 90 days straight. And then I had my surgery, couldn't work out for 8 weeks, and it just kind of went haywire there. So I will say I was on the way of accomplishing this goal, but I didn't even know that was a goal of mine. And I kind of accomplished it, kind of didn't. So let's move on to number three. Number three is a YouTube goal, and it's also kind of like a financial goal, but it's mainly a YouTube goal, which is to reach 150,000 subscribers by the end of next year. So by the end of 2020, I want to have 150,000 best friends here on YouTube. This one's a sad one because I was really hopeful. Again, 2020, I moved into this house in February 23rd, February 28th, I moved into this house. And COVID hit like a couple of weeks later. And then it was just like, I watched my views and my revenue and my subscribers like building, and then COVID hit and it all just crashed. And I was like, no one's doing anything. Why isn't anyone watching my channel? Why isn't anyone subscribing? And so yeah, 2020 hit hard. Do I feel like if COVID didn't hit that I would have reached that goal? I honestly don't know. I can't really say. Based on history of my channel, no. Because my channel has never grown more than 30,000. It's unfortunate. But my channel has never grown more than 30,000 subscribers in a year. My weight loss channel is actually growing faster and quicker than I thought it was going to. And I would not be surprised if next year, by this time, my weight loss channel catches up to this channel, if not surpasses this channel. So anyways, let's get back to this video. This was a really long video, by the way. I didn't realize it was 34 minutes long. Number 4 is to move into a bigger home by the time my lease is up, which my lease on this place is up February. It's either February 20. So that totally came true. And again, it was one of those things last year that I went back and forth, back and forth. I went through the cons and the pros. And when I started looking, nothing felt right. Nothing worked for me. And then I found this house and I was like, whoa. And then I found that I had the kitchen and the outside of the house almost identically on my vision board, which I will link that video down below. You guys have to go see that if you want some inspiration. But when I saw the two of those, and then I remembered that 2 years prior, I had come onto this exact street, and I told my kids, we will live here one day. We will live here one day. And I couldn't, I crunched the numbers and I was like, we're going to do this. We're going to run it. So yes, that did come true. And it's definitely a huge accomplishment that I'm so incredibly proud of. Number 4 is move into a bigger home by the time my lease is up. Number 5, staying with the home process and moving. I want to get prepared to buy a home. I don't want to buy a home next year, but I do want to buy one in 2021. And I need to, in 2020, continue working on my credit. So now we're going to get real personal. We're going to talk some numbers here. As far as working on my credit, 2020 has just been a year that none of us expected. So that I definitely did not. Now, with that being said, my credit still has gone up. It hasn't gone up drastically in a year. So I am proud of that. I'm especially proud of the fact that when I left my ex-husband 3 years ago, that my credit was like in the low 5s or mid 5s. It was really crappy. So in 3 years, I have done an exceptional job at building my credit. I don't want to buy a house in 2021 because of the fact that I want to live here one more year. So with that being said, I wouldn't want to have this lease and then go buy a house, you know, come June or July. But then also financially, I'm just so not ready whatsoever. So no, that didn't happen. But again, you never know. You just never know. I didn't think I was going to move into this house and it happened. So. Okay, so number 6 is to have at least $2,500 in my savings at all times. I would like to have more than that, but 25 is my goal. This year, I literally did not have a savings account at all. This is kind of personal. I'm like, I don't know if I want to talk about this, but talked about it. So yeah, I mean, I was able to do that, and that's something I'm really proud of. Even considering the fact that 2020 was this year where like finances just went like this, and I saw my channel views, my revenue, everything else just crashing, God has continued to bless me in other ways with commission and you guys, you know, clicking on links and purchasing things from my links. So I'm getting, you know, it was made up for in other ways. It was just really hard to see the YouTube revenue go down, but I definitely still stayed consistent through this whole year, and I was definitely able to save. Some months I had more than others. So I've definitely been hugely blessed this year in ways that I could not imagine. Like it's been a really, really good year. Number 7 is to hire someone to help me with my YouTube channel, whether that's full-time, part-time. By the way, I'm like reading off my computer right here. I want someone to help me, not because I'm lazy, but YouTube is a lot of work, and my hope is that whoever that person is that I bring on board, they can bring like a different perspective. No, I did not hire anyone. I have wanted to many times, and I've actually been wanting to hire someone for the past couple of months to do some things, the more administrative things with YouTube, but you know, they could totally do from home. But the thing is that I would really, really have to trust that person, and I feel like I'm just not there yet. I'm not very trusting of people. People can be a-holes, and it takes one thing to upset someone and they can be like, I'll show you. But I would like to eventually hire someone to kind of take over. Again, in 2020, I was just like, why bother hiring someone to take over those administrative tasks? Because I'm not doing anything else anyways. You know, in 2019, I was really wanting to find this work-life balance to where I wasn't always working, because I'm literally always working, and I wanted to be able to have time to, you know, maybe start dating, go out with friends, go on girls trips, like all this kind of stuff. But since everything happened and I haven't been doing any of that, it doesn't matter anyway. So 2021, once things get back to normal, I would love to be able to hire someone so that I can do that whole work-life balance, and instead of working all the time, I can actually go out and have fun and do things. Number 8 is to have a new car by May of 2020. I'm not sure if it's going to be like brand new, but I do want to get it as close to new as possible. May of 2020, no, but I did get a new car. It's as new as possible. It's as close to new as possible. Does that even make sense? No, it doesn't. Whatever. Yeah, and I love it. And it's amazing because I'm not having to worry about, you know, not having air. I'm not having to worry about tires. I'm not having to worry about getting stuck on the side of the road. Of course, things like that can happen to a new car, an old car, whatever. But I came from a 2002 GMC Envoy that, y'all, it was on its last legs. I was putting so much work into that car, and even as I was putting work into it, it still wasn't working, and I was so scared to drive it. So I was driving that, and I was blessed with a 2009. Damn, what year is my car? I don't know what year my car is. I'm feeling real dumb right now. I think it's a 2018. 2018. And I don't remember when I bought it. I want to say it was, I know it was hot. So maybe June, maybe July, maybe August. I can't really remember. But it's a Lincoln and I love it. And I never envisioned myself driving a car like that. It's so fancy. I'm just like, this is too fancy for me, but I totally deserve it and I love it and it's amazing. All right, number 9 is to be financially secure and stable and to not live paycheck by paycheck. Now I mentioned earlier in this video that I have done this all on my own. Yeah, I have done that and it's been amazing. Again, I was with a man for 15 years where we did nothing but live paycheck to paycheck. Some days we'd walk in and we wouldn't have water. We wouldn't have power. We would have to go days without water because our water bill would be so high we couldn't reconnect it. And it would be like, I can't live like this. And I go back to thinking about that and I'm like, you know, my bills are on auto enroll, which was something I could never do before, especially with my ex-husband. Yeah, that's a huge accomplishment for me for sure. But yeah, I'm very proud to say that I have been able to do that even with the whole crashing of the world basically come March. Number 10, this is the one we're gonna get into. To not have to go back to work in an office and to be able to do YouTube full-time once my contract is over in January. So if you guys don't know, yeah, I worked a contract job last year and I enjoyed it, but I was also working 2 jobs and oh my gosh, like 2 full-time jobs, because some people think that YouTube is just like, oh, you do YouTube. Y'all, I work more on YouTube than I ever have in an office job, like ever in my life. Oh my gosh. And that time period of my life was crazy. Trying to be a single mom, trying to work a full-time job, trying to learn all of the things that I had to learn at that job, go through training, all of that stuff. And then on top of that, I was still doing YouTube. I think I was uploading 2 videos a week, which 2 videos a week, basically I didn't have a life. I didn't have a social life. I didn't have weekends. My weekends were 100% solely committed to filming YouTube videos. And it was hard. It was really, really, really hard. But I'm very thankful to be able to say that I was able to go from that position, make the decision to stick with YouTube and stick with my dream full time. And again, a lot of people think that that's so crazy. I've had so much criticism about it. Go get a real job, go this, you know, go work in an office. You need to do this, you need to do that. This is my life and no one can tell me where my life is to go. And I know 100% without a doubt that I'm on the path that I'm supposed to be on. This, I was made for this. I was meant to do this. Number 11 is to have way more of a social life than I did this year. I want to start dating. I want to hang out with friends more. I want to meet new friends, maybe find a new hobby. So yeah, no. I had really good intentions, and had 2020 not been the way that it had, I do feel like I would have gone down this path. I don't think I would have started dating, because honestly, dating to me right now is it's just not there yet. I'm not there yet. There are a lot of things that I'm looking for within myself that I need to accomplish before I can give myself to someone else. And I also need to be in it. You know, dating is just like, it's tedious, it's stressful, it's frustrating, it's annoying. And until all of those feelings go away and it becomes fun, then I know I'm not ready for it. So yeah. Number 12 is to fully reconcile with my family and to have a great relationship with them and my kids and their kids. I'm not going to go too much into this. It basically states what it is. Again, I'm not going to go too into this. I don't think I'm going to go into this at all. And I think that's the answer. All right, last but not least, I know I've been talking for like 34 minutes. All right, happiness. That's like, take everything else away. Happiness. I am getting there, and I am closer than I ever have before, and it feels really amazing because I am finally, for the first time, putting myself first. I'm finally, for the first time in my life, healing and addressing my traumas, which is something that you really have to do in order to heal. I am taking this time alone and choosing not to date because there's a lot of things that I want to work on within me, and I don't want my happiness to ever come from another human being, like, ever again. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I didn't realize that was a 34-minute long video, and I tried to keep my answers as short as possible because I don't want to make this too lengthy, but I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you want to see this video, the one that I watched in full, I will link it down below for you guys to go watch. And definitely look out for a 2021 goals video to come out as well. And I encourage you guys to start thinking about your 2020 goals. And what do you guys have up your sleeve for your wants for 2021 and things that you're working towards? So I love you guys. I hope that you're having an amazing day, and I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. And have an awesome day. Bye. Oh, and Merry Christmas! Happy holidays.